Yo, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Interre, Connor, CEX, Lemon, Aki. What's up, guys? That was you? That's funny. Yeah. I just once have to. My bot was just a little bit better than yours. Good job. Bro, it always takes so long for YouTube chat to show up on screen. It's so weird. Should start soon, I hope. Alright. Yeah, today I think we're gonna be doing console support. So I actually have like 3 different options, really, of things that I probably should work on. These are the 4 options of like things that I need to work on. That's not just like pure content. There's obviously content's always something that needs to be added. But here are like just like other main things that need to be added. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do console support, but console in this game seems actually pretty kind of difficult, like to get working. But like I could expect around a 10%, 10 to 20% CCU boost. I'm looking at Tower Defense RNG, and they have 200 console players out of 1,600, so it's like 13%. I don't know. Hey, it's up, Tremendous. Yeah, exactly, Lemon. I think I should do console, even though I don't really want to. I think it's just probably important to do it. Just get it out of the way, really. I hope it's not too hard. I really think that building is gonna be the hardest part of console. But let me make an announcement on Discord and then we can get started. Cool. Do something to increase the likes of the game. I just did in this update. Look. I added a thumbs up. I did it. Guaranteed to double like ratio at least. Infinite. Yes, the 1v1 finish is done. Or the 1v1, the live 1v1 thing is done. Yeah, we just pushed that out like an hour ago. Ifus bar. Thanks, dude. If it went. Buff offline rewards. Maybe. I mean, true. But it's also for the casuals. Not for the grinders. Put some on the back wall. Yeah, I probably should, but I don't really care for it. Increased chance of getting legendaries. True. It actually used to have better odds. But when I changed the way streaks work, it messed up. Great tier is awesome. Yeah, great tier actually looks so good. It's by far my favorite. I don't think I have any parts that are gray. Hey Doctor. Hey Cody. Yeah, game hit 1 mil. Let's go. Probably on the climb up to 2 mil now. Yeah, infinite. I had the strat of switching to soldier and knocking your bot down. Hey, thanks, Doctor. RDR, which NPC are you stuck on? Okay, let's get started. So I think we gotta do console sport. I just think we gotta get it out of the way. Even though I really don't want to do this, I think we just gotta do it. Ooh, I know. I always hate doing console sport. I think it'll be pretty easy except for building. Building, I'm kind of nervous because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Make King of Thieves. I've never played that. I don't know, Infinite. I usually don't like having like that kind of stuff out there, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Lemon. Like, I honestly don't even know what I'm gonna do for console building. I mean, I guess it would just follow their cursor. That just seems so painful, like you said. Yeah, it's nice, Doctor. That trading. True. Maybe batting rebirths as prestige in the future. Almost definitely, but I need to think a lot about how I'm gonna implement it. I think console first. Oh goodness. You're right, you're right. We should do console. We should do console. Okay, so I think the way I'm gonna do this is any button can have like a key code thing on it. Yeah, I think it's the responsible thing to do. Console. So I have my controller right here. Anything can have a key code on it, and that key code will automatically put the what's it called? The image there and add like listeners. So build would be X. Battle would be Y for sure. Yeah, 3K CCO. Yeah, Zach, that's the biggest thing for me is that typical like rebirth systems on Roblox are, I think, really painful for retention. Like, in my other games, I had more classic rebirth where, you know, you lose your stuff and then come back and whatever, and the drop-off was like 90% of people that rebirth would never play again. Yeah. VR support? Nah. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a key code to here, which will be inside of the button component. So let's just add a key code thing. Which is an enum code. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't thought that far. Site says 2 to 3% are on console. True. But you can have your game have more than 2 to 3%. Because so many games don't have console support, the games that do have console support typically have more than 2 to 3%. And games that actually design for console will then be better on console compared to the average console Roblox game, if that makes sense. So like, for example, right now, Tower Defense RNG, about 15% of the player base is console. And believe it or not, console has one of the highest playtime and spending. Yeah, GOAT, I noticed that too. Yeah. Okay, so if you have a Subsidiary is. If we have a key code on here, thanks, Celius. The full UI hierarchy doesn't fit on screen. Okay. I think what we do is we say if if props.keycode. I'm actually gonna look at. Let me do this. Um, I need to look at Tartfence RNG's code on. Like, I'm just gonna copy this, TBH. Open source in the code system. Yeah, I do plan on doing that. I mean, I technically could right now. It's dependent on my data service, though. I mean, it would be really easy to fork it and make it not dependent on my data service. It just needs to know if you've redeemed it or not. It's just these two things. It just checks if you have the code in your code's redeem thing. Yeah, I definitely I could open source right now. There's like a couple things I want to clean up, but I think I say that about every single one of the things that I open source, so maybe I should just do it. I'm gonna make a new hook called use device input. This is weird. I don't think we need like any of this. Yeah, Recraft. We're not doing any ads anymore. Haven't done ads in like 4 or 5 days. How well did your game do since release? We're at about 3K CCU right now. I don't need any of this. I don't think I need any of this either. I think this should. Oh man. I don't. Should this just be a hook? Is there any other place in the game that I would ever need to do? No, the game is not at 11K. That matters. Yeah, I have a controller. I think we should just do it classic React way. Current input. Last input type. What if you need services to communicate with each other? For example, the weapon service needs camera service to zoom in when aiming. Missing this. I mean, in that scenario, you're fine. You can just grab the camera service. Are you talking about when like they require each other essentially, and then you have like a cyclical dependency? Infinite. Yeah. The idea is to use signals and to have one listen to the other. Signal's fine to run every frame. I mean, they should be fine to run every frame, yeah. I mean, actually, that's exactly what I'm doing for my game. My entire physics engine uses signals, and it will do, like, it has its own, essentially, heartbeat function, and I just fire that physics engine stepped signal every frame, so I don't see any issue with that. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it. Cool. No, we're not doing any ads anymore. But we need to do this. Can this ever be nil though? I think they can, which is what really screwed me once. Is the game bringing you decent revenue yet? Yeah, we've made a bit. You already asked me that. And I said no. Crackpot devs. I don't know what that is. I think this makes sense. I'll tell you, Zig. Can you even see this? Not really. Okay, so keep in mind Clash Packs were added later. These are top revenue. Let's look at top sales. Let me do this. Clash 1 pack. Up there. 208 sales. Clash packs were added way later. Keep that in mind. Clash 2 pack. Decent amount. Clash 3 pack. Less. I mean, it'll get less each time, but the people are buying it. 5-min retention. It's really good. Go to engagement. How do I get rid of the old one? There we go. 80, almost 82% at 3 minutes. At 5 minutes, almost 70%. Funnels, almost, or 74% make it through the 41-step tutorial, which is really good. Very important summit. Preferred input. Oh yeah, I should probably look into that. I've always just done this for my games, so well. Preferred input. Okay, maybe I should look into it actually. Because you can like change it, can't you? Oh, I think it just does everything for me. I think it literally just does exactly what I just coded, right? With their most, this literally does exactly what I just coded. Okay, cool. But then I'll have real enums, so let's just do this actually. And then assuming there's bird whatever changed. For input. Is there a changed event? Oh. Oh, you have to get property change now. Okay. Well, we don't need to do any of this anymore then. Yeah, bro. Derp, dude. I need your help. I don't know how to server validate the device input. How should I do that? Okay, cool. Oh, that's so true, Goat. Okay, well that makes this hook easier. Performing as well as you expected. I mean, he's doing well. Yeah, I mean, for the game only being out for a week and a half, has 3K CCU. Not doing any ads right now. Or we stopped doing ads like on, I don't even know what day. Last week. Retention and playtime and a lot of the stats have just been really, really good. What's this? It's a enum preferred input. And then you look at a console button icon. Hey, fine. How's the grind going? It's going. I actually kind of like that console button icon, .lua, and then honestly, I think we just get rid of all of this inside of here. Not change anything about button. I spelled every single word wrong there. That's crazy. And then we need really weird. This is able to air for some reason. Types, table props, and code. Bro, Coid, you asked this exact same 2 questions last stream. I spent 1,000 ed credits over 6 days. That sounds right, Zach, yeah. Hey, thanks, Captain. Appreciate it. Yeah, I guess so, Crafty. Yes, I have Crafty. Okay, I think this is all we actually need. And then and adding video ads. I don't know. I've heard that that the payout's pretty terrible on them. Yeah, WIX. We weren't on the algorithm 3 days ago. Or we were barely on it. We were getting like 10k home recs 3 days ago. Yeah, this should be good enough. Yeah, for sure, Zig. Okay. We have the console button icon. And then in our bottom bar, what I'm going to do is on the build button, I'm going to add a child. This can have children, right? Yeah. Oh. And it will be a console button icon code. I actually think we should have a default size. I should just make like a defaults table, but I'm kind of just too lazy. What do I want this to be? I actually don't know. Above it? Hi, Ben. See what this looks like. Need anything else? I don't really think so. Okay, let's see what works. Okay, well, it shouldn't be showing right now. Well, now it's not showing, and then I move my controller and it shows, and I move on the keyboard and it shows. Why did it show initially though? The game is called Crash Bots. Why does it default to console? Is it because I have a controller plugged in? I think that's why, actually. If I unplug my controller it probably assumes that because I have a controller plugged in, my initial preferred input will be controller. I guess. Yep. You can test it. The game is out. You can go play it. And then if I plug this in. Okay, cool. Yeah, preferred input actually. Oh, you play on PS4. Well, then you can't play it. Sorry. We're working on console right now, actually. Let me do battle button be Y. You go about planning your games. I don't really plan them. I use Ripple for my springs. I don't know, is that fine? I know it's not really the prettiest, but I really don't care, for being completely honest. And then can we do, I'm gonna make like a random, like, console controls. The clap. Congrats, dude. Happy birthday. I'm gonna do just like random, like, arrow skip, like local function x. Because it's gonna depend on kind of a couple different things, like if you're building, if you're fighting, yada yada yada. There's probably a lot better way to do this, but like, dude, I honestly don't really care. Okay, we can make it a little bit better though. We do like that. Yeah, no ads. What music is this? You guys are listening to synthwave radio. So then we need to do like if you're building, then basically depending on what the state is. So yeah, exactly, Bitwin. GitHub is on the ban list for under 16s, bro. No coding. If you're under 16, do not open source your code. That's crazy that GitHub's on that ban list. It's actually so funny. So if not building and not battling, then build funks, start build. Wow, it works. Okay. Dude. Dude. I can't type. Oh. Idiot. I know, I was thinking about doing that, Goat Sensei. Like, that's what I'm kind of worried about. Like, I could just do it inside of the button itself. But... I guess I was worried about there being, like, overlap. Like, if there's two things that have X, for example. I don't know, though. Maybe it's just a dumb way to do it. Like what I'm doing now. And I should do it in the key code, or in the button itself. Like, I was literally gonna do that right at the beginning. You know, I think you're right. I think we do that. Can we just provide a key code here? This is literally how we started the stream. Just trusted myself. And then we can do... If not... At global trading. Yeah. I mean, you're so right, Goat. If we're being, like... Yeah. I think this is gonna be the best way to do it. I think you're right. We just provide a key code inside of here. It's honestly pretty easy. I was planning on just making every menu be able to, like, when you press B, it just closes the menu. But... How do I want to do this, though? I guess. And then... like a little redundant, but it's fine. Is this the actual image? I don't know. Let's just see this real quick. What this is like. Does not work. Why? Why? It should work. I don't think this matters, but I'll do it anyways. Setup reveal, it's pretty boring. Oh, what? Actually, it doesn't work. No, this should be fine. I don't think it's, I think the key code's always nil for some reason. Yeah. Why though? Key code. Ops key code. Oh my god, because this isn't a button. So dumb. It's a different kind of button, and I wasn't actually sending the key code to the actual button component. Dumb. Okay, nice. And then some people playing on a controller play this game. I'm working on it right now. And then let's add on building right sidebar to the done button. Add the key code button E. Get in and out of building. now we should be able to easily get in and out of building. Nice, Gabriel. Nice. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, a lot of this stuff, I want you to be able to press B to get out of menus for sure. That's a big one. So let's actually add that real quick. We just added more levels, Beluga, earlier today. We added, in my opinion, the coolest looking tier. Yeah, it was a group effort. See, I think this is still needed though, because I think it's nice to have like a global, When I run out of colors, I'm not worried about it. Elliot, this stuff isn't like actually UI like instances. The stuff in here is like literally the UI instances. The stuff up here is like, you know, if I need to abbreviate text that shows on the UI, or I need to format time that shows on the UI, that kind of thing. Into the key code to every exit button. My issue is that we're gonna have a menu and then a sub menu on it. So for example, what would happen in the scenario where we're in this menu? If I press B now, it would close both of them. But it should close this one, and then if I press B again, it should close this one. You know what I mean? Because they're both still mounted. So both would be active, if that makes sense. Yeah. God, Marquito. Can't see which one's on top though. I mean, if it's just based on the button listening to if something is pressed, it has no context of what's on top or not. Marquito, go and sell everything in the garage. There's an NPC to bulk sell. So we need to check the sub menu first. Be sub menu. Do I not have a get? Okay. All my image IDs are in one module. Yeah, I agree. I fully agree, Go. I think that would be the best way to do it. But I think... Actually, I know that's the best way to do it, but I think this way is just going to be easier for now. I think it would be really nice to maybe in the future design a system that makes it a lot easier for that kind of stuff. But I honestly don't want to spend all day on console support, so I do want to do a prestige thing, yeah. Impulsive. We measure everything in football fields and bald eagles. Sucks, but yeah. I really hate doing this kind of thing, but it's whatever. And cheeseburgers, yeah. Now if I press B, it dies. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I mean, it works. Add the B button to done, and then B to cancel, Y to skip, X for ability. I guess we could do even A for ability. Yep. What movie are you most excited for? I don't think I'm even excited for like anything. I can't think of anything that I'm like dying to watch. I don't even know of any upcoming things. New end game? What? That can't be real. Alright. How much is your PC? I bought my PC. It's honestly quite old now. Not that old, actually, like in the grand scheme of things. But like, It's not like top of the line specs or anything. It's I bought it probably like, let's see. I was a junior in college. So 4 years ago? Yeah. Yeah, because I was 20. 4 years ago I bought my PC. And back when I bought it, it was really good, like top of the line. I bought it, I think like the PC itself was 2,300. I'm an Nvidia guy. It did gust, yeah. On the right side? Yeah. I don't know, something like that. Be fine. And then skip. We can make Y. I have like a monthly automatic contribution. I guess ability should be X because we're gonna do A to start. Yeah, we'll do ability as X. I have no idea about Chris. I don't really know much about Max development. Yep. See what that looks like. Yeah, still working on console support. No, I've not tried cursor. Oh. Build right sidebar. This needs to go here. Yeah, have it go well. What? Oh, I didn't save it. Did this? Something like that? Yeah, more. Why does the B one not work? What? Bottom bar. Battle bar. Cancel. Let me guess. Stylized button doesn't take key code. Yep. I really don't know why I set it up like this. Thought that would work. Could work. A. Client battler. What's the issue? What? They will have a pointer. Yo, what? What? This is so weird to me. A just does not work. Is it because it's trying to jump? Is there something weird there? Does anyone know? It's gotta be because you're trying to jump, right? Like it just doesn't register A as a input. It's really, really weird to me. Is it because of this? Is it counting it as game processed? Because A would be to like select something on the UI, and it's like you're selecting something on the UI, and that's why it doesn't like it? It is. That is so weird. Yeah. This is the virtual cursor thing that we done. Right. Oh, that's annoying, but I mean, what I can do is just the issue is this doesn't really work. Like, it'll fix the issue, but now when I go and actually use this and say, like, I'm gonna use my virtual cursor instead of pressing B, I guess for that it's fine. But if I were to go over here, yeah, that wouldn't work. You have to actually press Y, which, I mean, I guess I don't really it's the white dot. How do I disable the white dot? User input service or GUI service? Gamepad service. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Okay. I have to do gamepad service. Disable gamepad cursor and like that. Surely that won't lead to errors later, right? Yeah, that doesn't work. Like, I need to do what I was doing before. Yeah. Oh, now it's gonna be gone. It's annoying. I'm just gonna do this. Because it works. You just need to not click the things and just use the keybinds. It's fine, dude. And then inside of battle results, I want to make it so that for input dot code is A. Unbind player controls. Yeah, I don't know if it's player controls or not. I mean, it honestly might be. Yeah, I look at suggestions. I don't respond to every single one, but what? How did that work? Oh, I didn't save it. I've done that twice today. What suggestion do you want me to look further at, Wiz? Okay, nice. Make it spam A to get out of that faster. So press A and then X. What? For the battle started, trust me. I'm baffled right now. What? Why would that make any... It literally calls the activated function. Oh yeah, I've read those. Rocked your network lib. Yeah, I know I need to make improvements to it, trust me. I think there's just other, like, more prioritized things at the moment. But I do know that I need to, like, it is on my radar. Honestly, like, I just want to make the best new experience, like, new player experience right now. Obviously, you know, later progression matters a lot too. But if people don't like the beginning of the game, then, like, that's a bigger deal than, you know, 50 hours in, something's a little annoying. You know what I mean? But I agree, it's on my radar and I need to fix it. Trust me, I agree. What are we doing? What were we doing? Oh, the ability button somehow didn't work, which makes 0 sense to me. Because what's different between using the ability button and what's different between clicking it and activating it? Like, there is no difference. Oh. Tricky, tricky, tricky. This? Dude, this would be a crazy bug if you weren't super familiar with React. Inside this use effect, inside the dependency array, we need to send props.activated. We could just do activated. Shut up, bro. Unbind the jump every frame. Dude, that's such a classic. That's such a classic Roblox moment. Hey, thanks, coach. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, just fork the entire player control module to be able to use the A button. What just happened? Bro! Didn't want to play anyways. It's called Photo Booth Recraft. Is Roblox down? Is Roblox down? Did Roblox just go down? Are you serious? Did anyone... You got kicked too, Havoc? Oh god. Let me check some servers. Bruh. Just lots of experience mesh. Is anyone else able to get into studio? So annoying. Honestly, Mash, I don't even know at this point. It's been so long. Oh, we're back. Yeah, Lemon, metatables can't be sent through remotes. That's just a limitation of them. Yeah, exactly. You can reattach the metatable on the client side if needed. But I've never been in a scenario where I need to do that. Like, literally ever. I think it's kind of icky. Show me how your data template types are. I mean, it's just like random types that are a part of your data. Literally just random streak info corresponds to streak. Really just random types. What else do we need before we do building? What else? Opening a crate, I thought. Yeah, Lucky, we got about 3K concurrent users right now. Let's commit this console button stuff. No, I don't, Goat. I have my own networking library called Networkers that doesn't do any compression. But find if you do need to do compression or lower your networking, then just use one of those. But my library is not meant for that kind of stuff, it's just meant to make things easy. Yeah, publish as, exactly, Pietro. You do file, publish as, and then just select the game you want to publish it as. So when we open up a crate, let me beat someone real quick. And then let me lose. So now I want this to be press A to open. Or let's just do X to make things easy because A is just being a pain in the ass. Let's do... And then... Yeah. Okay. So let me do... What? Streak end screen. Loot open. It's not loot open. This. What the hell is this? This code is old. Actually crazy. Like that, I guess. Oh, do that. Yeah, Cold B. A couple people have noticed that. It doesn't change the outcome or anything. It's just the animation. Okay, and then in this, I want you to be able to press A. So that'll be in. Yeah, I'm not worried in fixing it. Create open sequence. It's actually in loot service. Client. You have to do the same BS here, actually. What did the like reward give? Couple parts and 100 gems. Nothing insane. Okay. When we battle, I want tap to start to have the A icon. And then I think we're chilling. Interesting, George. I don't think it's worth doing anything about, but Roblox loves to make things difficult, don't they? Oh no. Something like that, I think. Neglecting Twitch chat. Is console being server validated? Every input. Okay, that looks a bit weird. Dude, I don't care. Is it bad that if I really just don't care? This is more than what most games do for console. It's playable. Like, genuinely. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, so everything is done for console except for building, which is gonna be the hardest part. What is happening? That's the shotgun. But I think what we need to do is you have something selected like this. Like it'll use whatever this thing, and then you go and drag it up. But you don't need to like hold it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's like just like you click to select it, click to place exactly. Yeah. Which I'm honestly surprised it doesn't move the part with the mouse already. Oh, is it because of this? I feel like this should work though. Like, is this going to 0, 0? Let's see. What? Wait, what? That is so weird. Okay, I guess it makes sense, but that is so weird. Okay. So how do I get the whatever it's called? The position of the dot. You know what I mean? On screen. Is it not just this though? Hold on. The difference between this input and this, I don't think there's anything. Yep, okay, that works. Yep. And then instead of doing the inputs position, you simply do this position. That. Yeah. Okay, let's make sure this still works. Yep. Okay. Yo. Hey. Wait, why is it like kind of easy? It's like actually, wait, what? Why is it actually easy? Like everything works really well. What? Okay. Well, that was way easier than I thought it would be. I need to fix the laser not showing too. Echo. I've never used Vide personally, but I've heard good things about it. I think it's probably a lot easier to learn. Guys, it was a lot easier than I thought it was. It just like happens to work. Yeah, I do plan on making it better. I know it's annoying. Hey, yo! Thanks for the raid, derp. What's up, guys? We're working on console support right now, and I think we actually just finished it. Well, almost finished it. We need to make sure tutorial works. We need to make sure this pops up immediately when you build, and then goes away. But working on console support right now, and it ended up being a lot easier than I thought it would be. Like, way easier than I thought it would be. Have fun, bud. Oh, if there's progress in 10 minutes. Nah, Dirk would just start a new game in that time. What's the, how do you enable the gamepad selector thing? What's the function? Anyone remember? Anyone else? Yeah, that works, Crip. That's actually it. Gamepad service? Oh, disable gamepad cursor? Oh. Okay. Let's do this in console controls. I'm just gonna make a little function here that just listens to if you're building or not. If building first draw engine, it's very specific to my needs. If input service dot preferred input. Do I really need to game? Dude, why do they do this? Why do they have fucking 10 gamepads? Do I just do gamepad 1? No, I think it's preferred input. I think they made a whole separate thing just so that they could do this. Okay. Uh-oh, is... enable... like that? Is the better of linking your files with Roblox so you can code in whenever you want out? I believe it is, but it's kind of very much in beta still. Aw. What did I do? What? But you have to pass in something here? What? But you have to pass in nil. Got it. Okay. Cool. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Why? The purple clash is so hard to beat. Which NPC are you struggling with? I would never play on console, but it's technically possible. Let's make it so that let me test out the, oh, the freaking, whatever it's called, is gonna be really annoying too. Tutorial. I mean, do we just trust? Just trust that they can figure it out. I think it's technically possible. They just gotta use their little button. At the very least, it's playable. Oh, never mind. Pressing A does nothing here. Yeah, I probably should. I agree. Derp, we were dating before I was making games. At least, like, professionally. We've been together for almost 6 years. Level up. Oh, we love that. Dude, some of this code is so bad. Like this old stuff. It's literally all we... yeah. Especially like the early React stuff that I was doing on this game, where I had no idea what I was doing with React. Going back and like looking at that code is tough to look at. Okay, what I can do is make it controls really simple. Check if they're in the tutorial or not. If tutorial slice state if you're not completed, then yeah. Oh shoot, I gotta make sure I have the gamepad as my input before I start. Nah man, they're League of Legends. That's where all the baddies are. Trust. Yeah, I have a controller. I mean, dude, it works. No, that's fine, Catloaf. I'm using the ones that Roblox provide because it changes depending on their device. Like if they're using a PlayStation controller, it'll change. Boost your league account. Okay, console works. That's good enough. Ocean Gate Logitech controller. Yeah, console's good enough. We can call that done. TV controller, like a TV remote. You haven't seen anyone use live duels? Wow. I used it. Does that count? Codes expire every update. No. So I have each update I do a limited amount of like a good code. I'll typically do like 500 uses or 1,000 uses of a good code, and then I'll have a different code that is not as good that expires after 2 weeks. So they expire after 2 weeks, basically. And that just uses the code service thing. Yeah. This. Which I do plan on making this open source. Done. Console support's done. What should we work on next? Everyone said something different from each other. All of these are pretty big, goat, to be honest. It's too big. Global trading. I'm not gonna do global trading. Oh, here's the new tier for those who haven't seen. Why not global trading? Way too difficult to implement. Global trading would be so hard to make sure there's no dupes or anything. Actually, so difficult. Yeah, pretty happy focus for where we are. I think we're in a good spot. You just see, I'm gonna just like, I want to understand how I would do this. We expect more. I mean, I am expecting more, yeah. Takes time. It is possible, Catloaf, yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't recommend doing it, but it's possible. Yeah, crap. That's what I'm kind of thinking too. I think what's more difficult is it's actually really annoying to add like new type. Like it's adding a whole new type of object, and that's what's gonna be actually quite annoying. Like adding toolboxes initially was a huge pain. How do I want to do this? I actually don't know if the surface GUI should be on the part itself. Well, maybe it's fine actually. We just shouldn't do fixed size. 2 pixels per stud. Let me get like Zippy over here. Let me just use a random image. Back out. Okay, so this won't wrap around, which is something to think about. I wish I could like just move this by hand. Like a decal would wrap around, you know what I mean? If I had a decal in this face. But then that covers the entire thing. Is there any way to have this... Yo, see what I mean? How it like wraps? Is there any way... Make it so surface could we see that? Probably not, huh? Use a texture. Can you resize textures? Oh, maybe you can. No. Okay, no, that's not what I want either. I think the easiest way to do it is just have a surface GUI, unfortunately. But then it doesn't wrap. We'd have to make sure... I mean, it's actually pretty easy to make sure that you're within the bounds. Well, easy-ish. Oh, you said more mesh. Oh, yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, it's annoying. I really wish surface GUIs could be like conform to the shape of the surface. Like, I guess I could theoretically kind of roughly make frames and have it like the frames have clip descendants. I know that wouldn't work either. Over on the side and have second out. Yeah, I mean I agree. Like bounds. Yeah, like it would be actually 100% doable to have bounds, for sure. 100% doable. But that kind of sucks, does it not? I do feel like I might just need to like play with this a bit more, to be completely honest. I'm not convinced that this is the best way. Oh, really, Crip? Damn, okay. Yeah, tremendous, probably. Yeah, it is kind of unfortunate. We have decals, we have textures, but they go on the entire thing. Like, they never wrap, which kind of sucks. It actually really sucks. There isn't really anything you can do about it. Which is pretty annoying. But what do? I think if I had to guess, we will probably just be stuck with this. And I'll just limit it somehow. Unfortunately. Little image with decal. Maybe. So like the decal would so the decal would have to be like, it wouldn't be a full square image. Like, for example, if this is our image, the actual image would have, like, depending on where you put it, like, would be this part of the image, basically. So then when you project this entire image over it, it only looks like this part is on. But that would have to use edible images. I don't know. I think I just need to play around with it off stream. Oh, let me check that out. Yeah, like this is essentially what we need. But I'm sure this is absurd. Yeah. Also, are these edible meshes? Or are they meshes that he was able to... Like, you just use any mesh? Like, are these parts edible meshes? Is what I mean? It's cool. Very cool. I wish this was like... Yeah. I wish this was more feasible. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I think so, Crip. I think we're literally just gonna do the surface GUI because everything else is gonna be way too much work for what it is. But auto open. Let's try and do auto open. What's the problem with the restricted texturing? The problem is that if I want to add stickers to the bot, like I want you to be able to build stickers on your bot. Using surface GUIs, they don't wrap. You know what I mean? So they can look like they're clipping or hanging off. Which isn't the biggest deal, but... You find something? Interesting. I want to know how they're doing it, though. To be completely honest. I don't think it matters. Well, I could be wrong. Yeah, it's not on box. Makes no difference. Yeah, guys, I think that's just too much work. I think it's just too much work. We have a Twitter post. Hold on. Damn. But how? How? It's got to be so inefficient, right? Alright, I'm not looking at this anymore. Wasting too much time. It's got to be so inefficient, though. Let's just do this. I got rid of my good bot. Yeah. That is true, yeah. YouTube doesn't allow links, by the way. Hyper, if you tried sending something. Yeah, exactly, Crip. Yeah, killer. I can 100% do that. 100% do that. Okay. Nah, I'm just thinking about the stickers, dude. Dude, I want to work on stickers. Sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna just go ahead with the surface GUI and make it bound to the area of the part, which is 100% possible. Um, okay, I want to make it a gotcha. Okay? I want to make it so that even if you get the same sticker, there can be some differences about it. Like, it could be a little crusty, it could be sparkly, it could be whatever. It could be a slightly different color. So I think stickers will have a factory new, exactly. I think they should have literally like equality. Sticker ID, the position is gonna have to be a vector 2. Which it actually can't be a vector 2. It'll be like this. Offset. Because you can't save vector 2s into data stores, so this is just X and Y in a table. Exactly, crap. Color noise like CSGO. Yeah, wait. What are the things that stickers should they have? A random color and a random let's call it quality. Is there anything else? Edition quality, yeah. I don't know about color. Shiny variants. True. projection point as a C-frame that looking at the position of the hole. The problem is then projecting the decal onto the mesh is absurd. We can give a number to the rotation. Yeah, but that's absurd, Hyper. That's so much work. Yeah, stickers will be tradable. Condition, okay. We can do that. I mean, even the size of it could be randomized too. Imagine when you're building though, Phil. Oh, player scale. Like, imagine when you're building. Like, moving things around on your bot constantly. If they're just in one static place, I could see it being possible. Which is like where they normally will be, but when you're building, you're moving them all over the place. I don't know. The Little Big Planet sticker system? I am not familiar. Let me look it up. Dude, I don't play that many games, especially these kind of games. I never play like this looks like a story game to me. I only will play games if they have like a ranked mode. I can't even remember the last time I played a story game. I just don't play those kind of games. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. It looks a lot. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, maybe we should do condition in like tiny, I guess. Tiny isn't condition. No. Condition is gonna be like like tarnished or not. I guess I see what you mean. That could just be a condition, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Ignore me. Yeah, it's been fun updating. I mean, I guess for shiny, I was imagining like inverting the colors or something. Yeah. I agree with that, Crip. Okay, let's keep shiny. That is up to you, Martin. I don't know. Huh. Um. Dude, I cannot type to save my life. Um, then we need like uh something like this. I don't know. Yeah, dude, what else? Yeah, I don't just want to copy CSGO. Ask ChatGPT. Okay. If we did like dirty. Scratched. Do we want like stuff like that? Hey, thanks, Sword. Get it rough. Dirty, scratched. Steen. I don't know if what about used? Also, how many do we want? We also could do faded. Hey, thanks, Evil. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I like pristine for the best. Yeah, what should be like the second one, though? I guess I'm struggling with that. Is it good? I feel like used for the second one is like... I guess I could do like just good. Like, decent. You know what I mean? Like... crisp. Priest. You like good? Does chipped sound like probably scratch better than dirty? I don't know. $25. $20. Okay, yeah. I hope so, Beluga. Like new. Instead of good. Clean. Damage. Oh wait, these are good. Guffed. Damaged. Ripped. I feel like ripped and damaged are the same thing though. What if we flip these two? Like that? Or just worn. Torn is the worst. Just worn. Torn. Worn. I think worn is fine. Stuck on this forever. Yeah, I know. I'm fine with this. I'm happy with this. Okay. So we have some image. We have some. So with the conditions, they'll probably just layer some like image on top of them. You know what I mean? Like some basically scuff marks on top. Like actually. This ever loads. Like this kind of stuff. It'll just layer on top. And we can maybe mess with the color a little bit too, like just slightly. Hi, Chris. So let's just imagine this. Let's bring this over in here. Let me get like, I think it'll be a frame that, I don't know, let's just put that here. And let's just call this, I don't know, worn flame. So we have our image, which is this. Center it real quick. So get rid of this. So this is how we're gonna essentially build the icons or the stickers. We have our basic image that's here, and on it we will have a it will grip. It will have these little grime spots, which go here and look up grime. We can get this. And what we can do is we can layer these on top. So for example, I don't know, this one, let's just get the image ID. Condition. I'm just kind of doing like a proof of concept right now. And then this obviously needs to be transparent. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Manny. Like randomize the condition to like the rotation, I don't know, 33, and position could be offset a little bit too. I don't really know how much, but 0.1, and I don't know. I'm just putting in random numbers at this point. I think that's, I mean, even the image transparency could be. And again, the conditions can be completely random. Even their size could be a little random too, within some bounds. Yeah, but I don't want to draw every single one. That's a lot of work. Scuffed. Yeah, some that I have. I've actually thought about switching. Or I was actually gonna. I plan on it still. But I literally went to go cancel and I got 2 months free. So I'm just gonna cancel after that. Oops. Yeah, I kind of agree, Crip. It does kind of look buns. But I don't, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's just be a random number. That's gonna be a bunch of random numbers. As ends. So clean would just be the normal? No, I think we're all good at, with the console support. It should be ready to go. A texture template? I don't think I know what that is. And then I'm just gonna stick this out and see what it looks like. Yeah. Clean. Hey, thanks, Moose. Appreciate it. Let me make this even darker. And then 30. Slightly darker. Off. I don't know, dude. That's so much work, tremendous. I'm gonna Fiverr do it. I don't know. Let me get a real decal in here. Maybe, because this was just a random decal that I just chose. Maybe it'll look better with a real decal. And I'm definitely not coping. Definitely not coping. Let me see what the energy one looks like. Oh, that's not the right one. Lightning? Oh, why did I name it that? Interesting. No, it's based off their elo level and your compared to yours. Yeah, dude, I don't know. This kind of looks not good. Yeah, bro. This just ain't it. This is not it. Yeah, but dude, that's so much work. I agree that looks a lot better. That's so much work. And I'm not willing to put that much work in for this. For stickers. True, holy. In like 5 minutes. Okay, but then how many other stickers do I need to do? Every single one takes that long. What do stickers do? They're just gonna be purely cosmetic, but I give up. Waste of time. Work on something else. Actually, waste of time. Yeah, not worth it. Not worth that time and effort. Maybe I'll revisit it in the future. Right now, it's just ain't it. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Hi, I'm back. He's gone to cry off camera after the sticker failure. True. No, I think I actually am gonna just end the stream because I'm just going in circles. I'm probably gonna work on either auto open. I don't know, for some reason I don't have motivation to work on this, but this sounds like a lot of fun. So I'm probably gonna work on this tonight and maybe have this soon, but this would be easier, so I should do this first. I don't know. Anyways, I am gonna end the stream here, but I have a code to give out first that I promised. No. I'll give you guys gems and shards. To use this, yeah. Okay, that's your code. It might take like a minute or two for your server to update, but GG's, thank you for hanging with me, and we got console done, which is hype because I didn't want to do it, but it ended up being way easier than I thought it would be.